So in order to mount one of our medium combos, you have to have minimum of 7 inches above the window and 4 inches on either side of the window. Sometimes some of you have only 2 inches above the window or 3 inches above the window, but you've got to have more space on either side of the window to make sure the combo works. I'm going to go ahead and show you what measurements that you have to have in order to make sure that these crowns fit properly and gets mounted correctly. Your first measurement is going to be the measurements, which is the width of the window. Your second measurement is going to be the space above the window, which is from the bottom of your crown molding to the top of the window molding. That's your second one. Your third measurement is going to be the measurement which is from the top of the window molding down to the floor. Then your fourth measurement is going to be the space on the right of the window and the space on the left of the window. So I have plenty of space around these windows, and I'm going to be able to go ahead and put this crown up, and I'm going to show you how to go about doing that next. So we're now ready to go ahead and start mounting our hardware. The first step is just start from the center of the window. We've already marked it 12 inches high, and we've marked already the center. So I'm going to go ahead and put the crown up here. This will be the top of the crown, which is at 12 inches, and then I'm going to go ahead and just install this crown up at the 12-inch mark. So the crown is now mounted, and it's in the center, and it's at 12 inches high, which is my ceiling height. We're going to go ahead and mount the squirrels next. Now that the crown is mounted, we're going to go ahead and measure from the center of the mounting bracket to the top of the window frame. This will allow me to make sure that the squirrels are also lined up in the same level. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and measure our swags. So if you purchased one of our drapery packages, you obviously have gotten one of our perfect swag. Our perfect swags already come with the orbit, and it's already been pulled. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put the wire through the swag. What I want to do is I want to make sure that you do this right. So we are working on the right swag, and this is the right squirrel. So you want to make sure that the wire follows the curve. As you can see, this is how it follows it. Now if I put it the other way or this way, it kind of will look weird, but this is the correct way. So you want to make sure that it follows it. You can also do it from the back, and that will also give you the full curvature of having it followed correctly. Now once I've done that, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and start from the bottom of the swag, and I'm going to slip the fabric onto the wire. This will give me my swag, and so I have my swag ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure the distance from the orbit to the end of that wire. That is the measurements that you're going to need in order to go ahead and install your squirrels. Now that I've got the measurements from the swag, I want to make sure my swags start from my center of the crown. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it right here. This would be the width of my swag. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the height of the swag, the height of the bracket is correctly. So this is the same height as where my crowns are going to be mounted. So I'm going to go ahead and put those all up in the same level. This is where I'm going to be starting. So the mounting brackets for my scroll and my crowns are all in the same line. So now I've got it all mounted and these are all lined up. And all I need to do now is just go ahead and put this up as much as I like. The minimum I have to have is 4 inches. So this would work just fine. And I'm going to leave it right there. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and mount my scroll. Now that I've got the scroll and the crown mounted up, all I need to do is just to go ahead and put up the holdback, and then we're ready to go ahead and move forward by putting up the drapes next. The holdback is the next thing that you want to go ahead and mount. So these holdbacks are usually mounted 48 inches from the floor up. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark my 48 inches first. And then I know I want to be out about 4 inches, so I'm going to mark that next. That's where my bracket is going to go, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it up. And then just simply go ahead and slip it on there. Now there's set screws on the back of these, so what you want to do is just take your Phillips screwdriver and just simply tighten the set screwdriver. I like to go ahead and have these project out somewhere around 5 to 6 inches if it's possible. So you see I have it projecting out about 5 inches, and that's sort of how much you want to be able to project it out. It allows you to have the drapes go over it really nice and clean.